So today we're in New York City, Earth Day. No better time than to really celebrate the tangible reality of what our downstream customers and partners have done with Ingeo, turning it into responsible innovations that the consumers can buy today, easy choices that consumers can make at retail here and now. So this is an event that NatureWorks put together, a month, we call it Ingeo Earth Month, where we gang together in one room, literally here, all the textiles, fibers, plastics, innovations of what's been done, what's really available for the consumer worldwide, put it together to play back to the market and to the consumer, to respond to their desire to do the right thing, to buy the right thing. This is what is now available. These real choices are here for you now. Well, Ingeo is all about making the right choice an easy choice for the consumer. Making it an easy choice means the product has to perform, it has to look and feel good, it has to be a beautiful product, and it has to be right for the environment. And right for the environment, Ingeo has credentials there of 65% less fossil fuel use to make it, 80 to 90% less greenhouse gas generation than the conventional textiles and plastics it competes with. But that isn't enough in and of itself. That's the green movement in the past has had good green credentials, but people have typically associated the green movement with giving up performance or a product that's nice to look and touch and feel. So it's those three things together that are the unique value proposition for Ingeo and why we're seeing the consumer uptake that we are. Of course, New York, we kicked things off here 4 years ago. It is the natural hub in the US to really show the consumer in one place what is going on. And what we've also put together is what we call a roundtable discussion. We have 6 people, 3 brands or retailers that have commercialized Ingeo products, and then some third parties, NGOs or stakeholders, who will talk about the journey they went through to make responsible innovation real at the consumer level, to make real products available at the consumer level, what they went through, how they market it, how they show the consumer a credible product. Sony has made a Walkman, Fujitsu has made a laptop, a company called Cargo has made a fantastic cosmetic casing, a lipstick tubing. Everyday retailers, Primo, we hear more about them today, has made a beverage bottle for still water in a better way, now made out of 100% Ingeo. A beverage bottle that comes from somewhere different, plants, and can go somewhere different at the end of its life. What's exciting to us is the breadth of those who have embraced Ingeo. It ranges literally, we say, from A to Z, from A to W, from Armani to Walmart. That sort of dichotomy, from Armani with a beautiful garment to Walmart replacing over 100 million packaging containers in their deli aisle. So a tremendous range. In food service, knives, cups, plates, forks, you've got people like Green Mountain Coffee who make the coffee cup. Most people don't realize the paper coffee cup is plastic lined. Now it's Ingeo lined. In personal goods, personal care, there's baby diapers that can be found in West Coast retail. There's Method Home, a leading brand in the US that now has floor wipes made from Ingeo. There's baby wipes, pretty much the world over, now made from Ingeo. In home textiles, top of bedding, there's mattress producers. Sealy makes mattresses. Top of bed, there's pillows being made, the duvet comforter, and so on.
I'm here in New York for Earth Day, and I wanted to share with you how proud we are that we have Primo water in an Ingeo resin. What we've heard from our consumers and what we're so thrilled to do is to bring Primo water to the nation in an affordable way with a renewable resource, one that helps us get off our foreign oil independence, and one that allows us to feel good twice. That is, doing something great for our bodies and doing something great for our planet at the same time.
Consumers are asking how can they reduce their carbon impacts. It's not only with their electricity and their gasoline and getting more efficient there. We have to start looking at the other half of carbon impacts that arise from the products we buy, particularly food, beverage, personal care. Packaging is a third of those impacts. Products like Ingeo have a net zero impact on the climate. So we need to start looking for those kinds of low carbon packaging solutions if we're going to seriously make a dent in what our real carbon impacts look like.
My name is Elettra Wiedemann, and we're here in New York to celebrate Earth Day. We just had a little panel discussion, and my role, I work in fashion, I'm a model, so I spoke about my experiences putting together this future fashion show, which was staged in January, in which 30 of the world's top designers contributed designs made of sustainable or eco-friendly fabrics. If we can reform the fashion industry in the entire sense of the word, that it actually is a huge step towards sustainability in general.
I'm Chen from Parsons in New York City. My garment today is made out of a jersey. I found that the fabrics were actually very easy to use. They're comparable to a cotton jersey or a cotton twill. I didn't have any difficulties at all making the garment, and I found the hand of the jersey to be very, very soft and flowy and worked very well for my design.
My name is Ayman. I'm from Parsons, the New School for Design in New York City. You know, I tend to be a very graphic, edgy kind of designer, my inspiration, stuff like that, and I love shiny vinyl kind of fabric details in a lot of my clothes that I design. So that's what really drew me to this fabric. And actually, we decided to use the actual glossy side of the fabric, which isn't actually the face of the fabric, because I wanted that glossy, shiny edge to the garment for the windbreaker hoodie. Now that I'm in fashion, and now that there's this trend for sustainability and fabric that's good for the environment, it was probably very interesting to get involved with something like this.
Well, LOHAS is an acronym for Lifestyles of Health and Sustainability, and it talks about the consumers, or conscious consumers, that are interested in products that are in line with their values as opposed to price point value. What we have found is that this market is about between 13 and 17% of the population. So the fact that there's this audience out there, a lot of people want to know what they are interested in. What are their touch points? And with that, that's what we try to provide, is information on that group. I mean, hey, every day is Earth Day. Every day should be Earth Day. Why is it just one day? So I think that it's great that a lot of people are just becoming more aware of the choices that they can make and become more informed and educated on what their impact is on the environment and how they can improve in society.
Nature has always been artists' biggest inspiration. So now this is sort of now a post-natural twist on modern art almost. Every product used in the chandelier is part of the Ingeo corn syrup recyclable plastic product, which was the parameters of which this site-specific installation was for. So the idea and concept behind this piece was to create a beautiful, ephemeral, colorful, emotional experience during this time of year, which is spring, with such a sort of disposable item in everyday use.
I'm very happy to be here in New York today for Earth Day with Ingeo. We are a gardening company who's launched a weed control fabric made mainly of Ingeo, which is the first of its natural weed control products sold in the gardening world. We're very successful now with it in the United States and in Europe, in countries as diverse as Germany and Italy, and thank you very much.